What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Here with you at Cool Crypto, where we talk about all your favorite cryptos out there, guys. Remember, it's not just crypto, it's Cool Crypto. So we did a little test run the other day just to kind of see how the audience reacted. I mean, we didn't get too many hits on that, but look, honestly, at the end of the day, this is my channel. I'm growing it. I'm trying different things. um, Overall, I still wanted to revolve around crypto and what crypto is currently doing at the current phase, because technically we started the YouTube channel during a bear market, because the bear market has officially been live since as of January. For those of you who did not know that, so I can't wait to see what the channel does during a bull market, which we don't know, unfortunately, when that's going to happen. If you guys have any predictions on your end, drop them down in the comment section below. I am streaming live from my vehicle. I just got off of work. And Crypto Knight, I see you, buddy. What is up, man? Cool Crypto's in the house, buddy. I appreciate you. One of my day one supporters, Crypto Knight here. Thank you for popping into the stream, buddy. I really appreciate the support. But today, we're going to be just talking about crypto. We're going to do some crypto and chill, and just talk about some of the things that are happening in the market right now. I don't know about you guys, but I am actually very, very excited. These are some very exciting times. And I know some of you guys are probably like, what the hell? Or for some of you who are going to be watching this later, you're probably going to be like, what the hell is going on, Cool Crypto? What are you so excited about if your wallet's in the red? Let me tell you, my guys. So obviously, we know that investing during a bear market is when people tend to be a lot more successful. That way, when the bull run continues or it starts, this is where people have tremendous turnaround and tremendous gains, because obviously you're buying in at a lower price. Whether it's stocks, whether it's crypto, whatever it is that you're investing in your portfolio, this is the time where you have to capitalize, and this is where I will make sure that I protect myself at all costs as well. This is not financial advice, even though I appear to look like a financial advisor. Invest at your own risk and always do your own research. But um, yeah, guys, this is the time. This is the time to capitalize, and this is your time to shine. And for you to build a solid portfolio in order for you to be able to capitalize on this. That way, when the market turns around and the market conditions are better, you put yourself in a position where you're going to be profitable months and months ago, prior to the bull run. But yes, so load up now. Millionaires are made in the red. Exactly, my guy. Millionaires are made during bear markets, and this is actually one of the famous terms that you guys hear all the time. Obviously, you're not gonna have millionaires made during a bull market when we hit all time highs or anything like that. This is where people get crushed. People who are new to investing, they don't do research, and they're buying in at all time highs. FOMO kicks in, and so on and so on. But guys, I cannot stress this enough, man. This is the time where you guys gotta be proactive, educate yourselves, put your mind set into knowledge mode, to where you guys are gonna be able to absorb some amazing content, be able to capitalize on that, so that you guys can actively invest in whatever makes sense to you. So for me, honestly, I mean, I'm gonna be investing heavily, heavily into my crypto portfolio and building it. Even though I know as of right now it is insanely in the red. I've lost a lot of the value that I initially invested on it, but this is crypto. A lot of people say that this is what happens when you invest in crypto. You're gonna be in the negative, whether it's crypto, whether it's a stock market. You're going to have that volatility. I know cryptocurrency volatility is a lot more special, but it's insane, guys. But just so you know, you're not alone. You're riding the wave with somebody here. Cool Crypto is your guy, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about the market on a daily basis. I post a lot of great content on Twitter. I am trying to get back to my regular schedule, but as you guys can see, My voice is still limited. It still gets tired after a while. I am still recovering from my recent surgery that I had. I am not writing this, guys. I am really, really trying to get better, but my job requires me to talk a lot. So just FYI, I want to go back to my regular schedule. I'm trying. Know that I will be pushing out content as I get better, but for the live here today, I just want to go ahead and talk crypto and chill. We're going to be talking about some of the projects out there and what they're doing. I want to talk about Apollo Inu. I want to talk about Saitama V2. I want to talk about our beloved Lillian Finance, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and just kind of give everybody a little bit of an update of what's happening with some of what's in my portfolio. I wish we had time to talk about every project out there, but just to start off a little bit, obviously, with what drives the market, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is what drives the market. Bitcoin actually went as low as 21,000. As far as today on the day, I have not seen my wallet, so I don't know what the all-time low is so far as of today. But for some of you who are wondering, will Bitcoin dip below 20,000? I don't say this to FUD or to be negative or to cause anybody any personal harm in their investment, but yes, Bitcoin will fall below 20,000. This storm is not over, guys. And I'm sure you guys are aware of this already because, in case you guys are not staying up to date with what's happening with interest rates, the Federal Reserve concluded their meeting as of today at 2 p.m. Eastern. For those of you who don't know, they decided to increase the interest rates by 75 basis points. That is a step in the wrong direction into contributing to what's happening with the market conditions at the moment. So people tend to get a little bit more spooked when the Federal Reserve increases their interest rates. And what does it do? It makes it more difficult for people to borrow money, obviously, because interest rates are on a higher rate. So what they're trying to do is obviously at the current moment is they're trying to slow down all this inflation and all the market conditions that everything that's happening right now. They're trying to slow it down before we even go into a recession. For those of you who don't know, a recession is officially in place when we have two consecutive quarters in the negative as far as GOP growth, GOP, GDP, whatever. So as of July 1st, we will officially have confirmation whether this recession is going to be taking place or not. And obviously, we know how the government works. Hopefully, they don't shut me down for saying this or anything, but they're obviously going to limit the communication that they do in order to prevent any panic from people so that people don't panic and, hey, we're going into recession, this or that, whatever. So if we have an official announcement, it's not going to be until late August, September. Mark my words on that, guys. But we're kind of just we're riding the wave at the moment. We were in the negative. As far as the GDP growth. So in the first quarter, and it looks like it's trending in the same thing for the second quarter, which is eventually going to continue for them to increase interest rates. What is that going to do? That's obviously going to have people not invest in riskier assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, because that ultimately cryptocurrency is considered a risky asset. So that's just a little bit of a takeaway for you guys to take with you. The Federal Reserve did meet today, concluded that their interest rate will be going up by 75 basis points, um, and it's not looking good. So all they're trying to do is just tame inflation, but we don't know. Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Lori, I see you. Hey, Lori, how are you? One of my moderators just popped in. Lori, I appreciate you. For those of you who are popping in right now or are popping in later to the stream, don't forget, guys, hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying the content while you're here. It only takes a second to let me and YouTube know that you guys really do appreciate what I do. But but yeah, so we have Bitcoin going under 20 pretty soon. We have Ethereum, which I personally gonna think is definitely gonna go way below 1,000. Which I think we were trading in the morning somewhere around 1,100. Just kind of give you guys a little bit of an input on that. Um, these are great buying opportunities, guys. When was the last time? Please drop it down in the comment section. When you got into crypto, how much was Bitcoin worth? Let's start with that. How much was Ethereum worth? I'm curious to know. Drop it down in the comment section and let me know what Bitcoin and what Ethereum was when you guys got into crypto. I want to see what some of these responses are. In the meantime, while you guys do that, when I got into crypto, Bitcoin was somewhere around the 30, 40K mark, and Ethereum was somewhere around the 16, 1700 mark. So just to kind of give you a perspective of where it was and what prices are and what they are now. So I've seen it go as high as Bitcoin 60,000, and I've seen Ethereum go as high as 4,000. So obviously, we know there's a lot of potential for these assets to grow, considering that we're gonna see an Ethereum below 1,000. Shoot, who wouldn't want to capitalize on that? You know. Let me see. Let me go back to the chat. So Crypto Night bought, I'm sorry, not bought, but Bitcoin at 35. Do you mean 35K or you mean $35, Crypto Night? Talk to me. I want to hear more about that, brother. Because if it was $35, man, that's insane. I hope you didn't sell none of that if that's the case. But if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background, I have my AC. I just turned it down, so I apologize for that. But yeah, guys, it's just, it's insane. These market conditions are also going to be pushing out a lot of projects that don't have any stability or haven't built a solid foundation to keep themselves alive. Because at the end of the day, ultimately, what's the number one thing that these projects are going to need in order for them to continue to function? It's not going to be hopes and dreams. It has to be capital. It has to be hard earned cash. And if people aren't investing in these projects, what do you think is going to happen? So when I hear people say that the meme coin era has officially died, I truly believe in that because people are not going to be going into gambling their hard earned cash or any of their extra cash into some of these meme coins that have promises that we don't even know if they're going to be able to keep, obviously because of what the market looks like, or people are going to be a little bit smarter with their money as to investing in with some of the most reliable assets like you have your blue chips, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, XRP, Cardano, Chronos. People are going to be uh, investing in some of these a lot more because we know that they're safe assets. And even then, no asset is safe, man. So I think we've seen that Terra Luna pretty much explained it. Celsius. So no project is an exception to the market conditions. And I've said this many, many times, but let's see. Back to the chat. I got Crypto Night. So yeah, 2013. My buddy bought Bitcoin at $35, man. Now let's see what else. You also said sold almost all of it when it hit 1,200. Buddy, look what you. Um, my point of view, I'm not bashing you. Don't take it personal. I would have shot myself. I wouldn't have shot myself, but I would have beat myself up, man, for selling. But you know what? This is the beauty about crypto, man. You don't know where this is gonna go. At the end of the day, you don't know where your investment will ultimately be a year from now, 2 years from now. The most important part is you took something with you. You took not only your initial investment, but you also cashed out earnings at a really, really good price. So I praise you for that, Crypto Night. That was awesome, man. You managed to turn a solid small amount that you invested into a large portion of your earnings. So that's awesome, man. I praise you for that. But yeah, man. So going into some of these projects, like we have Saitama V2 right now at the current moment. I honestly don't know if they're gonna survive. And I'm not funding the project. I hope you guys don't take it that way, which I mentioned in my previous live. I hope you guys don't take anything personal that I say on my channel. I strictly express my frustration with some of these projects sometimes and what they could be doing. Yes, you could have made a million. You could have been set for life, buddy. You could have been like my buddy Jim B over there who's retired, man. But yeah, it happens, man. You still walked away with something, and that's more than a lot of people. But yeah, so we're going back to Saitama V2. Honestly, I don't know if they're going to be around throughout the bear market. because obviously not only we take into accountability all the failed promises and the migration, considering that it's not even done. And okay, I get it. 360,000 people are supposed to be in the migration, but they're not completed just yet. You know, hey, yo, what's up, Luis Crypto Bolts? One of my moderators just popped in. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? I'm glad to see you here. We're just talking about crypto and chilling, man. We're talking about Bitcoin, the bear market, the Federal Reserve, what just happened with the 75 basis points. Crypto Night was talking to us about Bitcoin and how he could have been a millionaire, just to kind of catch you up. But back to what I was saying, they have 360,000 holders that they're migrating, obviously at no cost. Now they gave us the option to they're working on the option to have people migrate on their own to get it out there quicker. What I'm starting to notice is that we're only under 20,000 holders at the current moment for them, but they're already down to the 100 something billion token holders, which tells me that they already distributed to the major wallets. If we really do the math, 100 billion tokens was not worth more than $1,000 at the current moment and at its current price. So when we're talking about people who carried a Saitama balance, we really don't have that many investors up to 360K if you do the math. So only time will tell. I've heard it from Crypto Journeys himself, Rodney, that he mentioned they only have about 50,000 holders in total. That's an estimate, and I got to second that. I will secondly agree to it if they have 50K, a little bit more at most, based off of the airdrops that they've completed and the amounts where they're currently airdropping. This is actually information that I gathered from my own Twitter feed. There's somebody by the name Delt 107, I think, or zero 07, one of my followers who I've gone back and forth on disagreements about Saitama, but I don't take it personally because he's an amazing guy. Um, I see him post all the time that certain people are getting airdrop in the amount of quantity tokens that they have. So when they're dropping already into the 100 billions, that already tells me that they're getting close to the end of the list. So, with that being said, if Saitama only truly has about 50,000 holders and their chart is currently trending downwards, we don't really have any functionality through SATA Mask anymore. SATA Pro's in the works. TX is not live. This all takes time, and I get it, but we're a year in. And the initial product that was supposed to be a huge catalyst for this project is not even functioning. You can outsell your tokens. I'm really outweighing that there's more negatives and more positives when it comes to Saitama. And this is why I say, and I hate to say this because I'm still an investor in the project now. I don't carry a large amount. I don't carry a large amount anymore because I switched that over to Lillian Finance. Probably the best decision I've made. Even though Lillian Finance chart is in the red as well, I know at the end of the day we have true utility with Lillian Finance. So back to the whole Saitama thing. I'm outweighing my options and I'm thinking, hey, you know what? We got more negatives and positives on what Saitama looks like right now. I mean, they build a strong community, but the community will not keep this alive much longer, especially with all the failed promises, the business, the profession. At the moment, I don't see any updates from the team. I haven't heard a recent AMA. What's going on? Why'd everybody suddenly disappear? So when I express my opinion on Saitama, like I said, it's on my Twitter feed. Don't take it personally. I do it because I express my frustration. It's my money, it's my investment, and I want to make sure that certain heads are held accountable for what's happening with my money and millions of other. Not millions. I'm sorry, thousands of other people. But yeah, going back to the chat real quick, I see Goodman still working, but had to pop in. Brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by in the stream. You're one of my number one supporters, and obviously we've talked on a personal level, me and Luis Crypto Bolts. I've told them what my vision is. Obviously, I'm Latino, and I would love for the crypto space to have a Latino face, somebody who's educated in crypto. And I'm not fully educated, I'm still learning as I go, but somebody that the community can look to and say, wow, he was the first Hispanic, Latino person who have the courage to start his own channel, bring some information to the masses, and educate people along the way as it goes. But yeah, I'm here for the communities. I'm here for the projects that I'm currently invested in. People show me projects all the time in my DMs. Sometimes I look into them. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes my schedule's hectic. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I don't. Lori, thank you very much for the hands up. Let's get it. Woo! Do we have the radio here? Come on. Wait, what is that? There's never anything good on the radio, guys. On my way home. Yeah, never mind. I was trying to do a little victory dance, but yeah, let's go, my guy. Thank you everybody who's popping into the live stream at this current moment. I know it's a little bit early, but like I mentioned earlier, if you guys have the time, watch the beginning. All I'm trying to do, I'm trying different things. I'm trying to see what works for the channel, what works for the people. I'm trying to go back to a regular schedule where I'm pushing out massive content on a regular basis. But my voice gets really, really tired still. I'm working on this. It does take a while for me to recuperate, but I'm here. Head over to our beloved Indian Finance. So, no, yes, we are in the red. I get it. I get it. And I'm going to say this about every damn project. We're in the red. I know. Do me a favor as you guys are popping in. Please hit that like button, man. Let YouTube know that you guys are enjoying cool crypto content and that you guys are enjoying my videos, man. Also lets me know and makes me go to sleep sound and safely at night, knowing that everybody's enjoying my content here. But thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, with Lillian Finance at the current moment, I know we're trading in the fives, which I'm gonna be honest with you. We did go on a downtrend just like every other token, but I did. Lillian Finance is one of the projects where I didn't see a huge decrease in value, considering that the day that we went down to, I believe, they said it was like 50 per trillion, $60 per trillion token. We had a 12 ETH buy come in right away, so I kind of just bumped our chart right back up. And it's probably one of the projects in my portfolio that I've seen the least loss at the current moment. I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I do not plan on selling my Lillian bag at all during this bear market. If anything, this is one of the projects that I'm going to continue to invest in. I'm going to give you guys a list of what I'm going to continue adding to my portfolio, because once this bull run gets here, shit, it's going to be off the hook. It's going to be popping. My portfolio is going to blow up, and I will hope to retire soon, man. I'm definitely going to add to Lillian Finance. I'm going to continue to follow my budget that I utilize in order to spread out money towards my investments on a bi-weekly basis. Lillian Finance is going to be one of the ones that I'm going to heavily be investing in. Obviously, you guys already know what their utility is, what they do, what do they got down the line coming. We got NASA, we got Tier 1 Exchange, medical blockchain, the foundation side, the John Daly partnership. Dude, there's like so much shit going on. And obviously, it's going to take time. We're still in our early stages. I am really, really hoping to get this 501c3 taken care of. Once that does, then obviously that gets submitted over to the Tier 1 exchange and we get our listing, guys. Obviously, we get more exposure. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think we're going to get that heavy of exposure, meaning because people are not going to be investing heavily into these assets. But guess what? Once the bull run kicks off, like Cody said, man, we will Cody or Barney, I think they were in the Ryan Patrick election. We will already be listed on that Tier 1 exchange so that we can take off. I'm really excited for that. But like I mentioned, Lillian Finance is definitely one of the projects that I'm going to be heavily invested in. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is back to the price, close to the prices where I initially invested. But here's what I did, guys, and I'm going to be completely transparent as well. I cashed out my Shiba Inu months ago. Why? Because I knew this was going to happen. I saw it continue to go on a downtrend, cashed out my Shiba Inu, and guess what? I'm buying it at a lower price. I'm waiting for the crash because we're going to have that crash, especially with the Fed increasing rates over month. Expect an increase again next month when they meet. And guess what? Once that comes into place and it starts causing a lot of panic around the markets, when it comes to investments or crypto, I'm gonna be buying in on that fucking low price. Excuse my language, but I'm just so excited for this. Um, for those of you who are seasoned traders and kind of know a little bit about how to invest, markets, and all that great stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sorry, just checking on the comments, but yes, I'm gonna be heavily invested in Lilium Finance, Shiba Inu. I might throw in, be a little bit more risky. I might buy a little bit of Dogecoin. Add that to my portfolio. Dogecoin was one of my first investments. I know Dogecoin is not a deflationary token, so its value does not increase over time as um, tokens keep being mined, but or more in circulation. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. Then I'm also gonna have your blue chips. You're gonna have your Bitcoin. I gotta have some Ethereum because honestly, if Bitcoin ever falls somewhere down the $800 mark, $500 mark, I'm gonna be buying heavy into that shit. Sorry, Ethereum, not Bitcoin. So Ethereum. If Ethereum falls into the $800, $500 mark, which some people are predicting that it will be, I'm gonna be buying heavy into that shit. Because at the end of the day, remember, Ethereum all-time high was way above $4,000, and if it's my turn to be buying in at these low prices, I'm gonna definitely take advantage of that. So Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Chronos, Kai, Hunter's. I'm just kidding, man. I'm not investing into Kai. Oh my god. Terra Luna, Luna Classic. For those of you who don't know, I did this as just like a spoof on the Telegram for Luna Finance. I go by Domingo Sanchez, the Luna Whale. When all this Luna fiasco was happening, I kind of just did it for fun. Hope nobody took offense to it or anything like that. But yeah, man. So that's what's happening with Lillian Finance, and I do not plan to sell. I love the reflections. Eventually, if staking capability with staking, which is coming within, it should be anytime soon. I know Barney was talking about it in the first AMA that I ever did with them. They did say that it was coming within 60 days. So that's something I'm definitely going to be asking them about next time that we do get the opportunity. Actually, tomorrow. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow, Cody G is hosting a crypto space. For those of you who didn't join the one on Tuesday, this is a great opportunity to kind of get to know the community a little bit better. They talk about crypto overall, so it's kind of like a crypto and chill moment, kind of like we're doing right now. The conversation is free. You're free to talk about whatever you want. But yeah, so I definitely will be asking about staking because I don't mind staking my bag the whole time through this bear market. The more tokens I can get on Lilium Finance, the more the merrier. Um, but yeah, Apollo Inu. I love the Apollo Inu because I had Apollo Inu. I thought it was a really, really great investment. They had a really good vision. And I remember tuning into one of the AMAs where the CEO of the company or the token, whatever you guys want to call it, he kind of just gave us his vision on why he chose what he chose as far as the crypto space to utilize his platform to into the project that he was creating. He could have gone into gaming, which he mentioned into that live stream, because that was their expertise and that was their background, but they decided to go into something different because gaming was too competitive in the crypto space. Not only in crypto, but obviously through different channels out there. So I've always been a huge advocate for Apollo Inu. They're already choosing their sixth candidate. So they're already holding the voting, I think, and it stops at I will put it on my update. So I gotta make an update on Apollo Ina soon. That way we can go ahead and check action for you guys, and then we can talk a little bit more about that candidate. But I know they have four people that are in the runner-ups for that. For those of you who don't know what Apollo Inu is, basically what they do is the money that they're getting from their buy-ins and all that stuff. A part of it goes um, to getting some of these people who get nominated, whether they're content creators or whether they people that they could help in order to kind of get their career started as content creators. People like yourself, YouTubers like me, just to kind of get their career started, whether they need equipment, whether they need just a little bit more of a push in order to kind of get their names out there. So there's people that get voted for that, and I believe right now they're on their six candidates. So that is awesome work, and I believe they launched this January. So they had launched January. I got in right away. We kind of were signing for about the first 30 days. Then we had that run up, and they kind of just been a little bit on the downtrend since then. Obviously because of the bear market, but who knows? Apollo Inu in the future, I think it's one of the tokens that will eventually continue to gain traction, reclaim all-time highs. Because at the end of the day, I feel like it provides a really great utility and it's a great project overall. That's just my take. Obviously, everybody has their opinions. Um, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. But and talk about Shein. We talked about how their price is back to where before they even had their bull run, so they added the zero finally, and they were trading in the eights this morning. Which honestly, guys, that is a huge opportunity for those of you who don't know. Huge opportunity, and I remember because when I first bought Shiba Inu, my dumbass cashed it out before its run up for a small profit. I still took a profit, but and I left some tokens in there just to have some for the 1 cent dream, just to kind of give you guys a number. At its all-time high, when it was close to deleting a zero this past October, I would have cashed out somewhere around $42,000 to $50,000. I was so mad, so pissed because I cashed out those tokens prior to that for a couple stacks. So I mean, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Just like that Crypto Night scenario. For those of you who are just joining the channel, who are joining the live stream, check out some of the comments that Crypto Night mentioned earlier in the stream, where he sold some Bitcoin for about 1,200 when he bought it initially at 35 bucks. That's still a great turnaround. I gotta say, I gotta praise him for that. But if you would have waited a little longer, buddy, you would have been in better conditions. But yeah, that's just my take on it, guys. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening within the next coming months with the crypto market. Um, Bear market's officially confirmed. We already know that. For those of you who don't know, um, analysts say that usually bear markets last somewhere around 19, 18 months. So technically, we will see maybe a recovery sometime around next year, year and a half. Some people are even saying 2 years. This is the time where you guys got to sorry, build your strategy on what you're going to do in order to continue increasing the value of your portfolio. So, is crypto going to continue to tank? Crypto will continue to tank. Mark my words. This is not the end. We haven't even seen the bottom yet. Wait for it. But obviously, history repeats itself. With bottoms, you're going to have your all-time highs. So the strong projects are the ones that are going to survive, like we mentioned earlier. Educate yourself, like we mentioned. Um, Educate yourself on the projects that you're invested in, and make sure that you guys are only investing in projects that have built a solid foundation and not ones that are just making promises and eventually lead to nothing. Be very, very careful with any altcoins or meme coins. This is a time for you to build your portfolio. That way, by the time that the bull market comes, you guys have an amazing portfolio with great turnaround. So, not financial advice. It's just something to take away. It's something that I'm definitely going to be practicing. But with that being said, let me know what are some of the practices that you're going to be doing during this bear market. What are some of the tokens that you guys are planning on investing in during this bear market? So I know I heard of the finance, but what are some of these projects that you guys are planning to and heavily put some capital in there? Drop it down in the comment section, guys. I want to know. Let me know what are some of the projects. For me, like I said, we got Shiba Inu, we got Lilium, Bitcoin, Kronos, XRP, Polkadot, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm going a little bit more on the safe side. That way, when we start our bull run, then obviously we can start throwing that into some of these altcoins. But yeah, I mean, that's just my take on it, guys. This was my ride home, crypto and chill session. Hopefully, we can get back to our scheduled videos pretty soon. My voice is kind of tiring out, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. But other than that, man, I really appreciate everybody stopping by and everybody who's gonna be watching this at a later time. Thank you guys for joining the channel and thank you guys for staying true. If you are just popping in at the current moment, please hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying the content. Other than that, everybody out there, stay safe, stay cool. Most important, do your research. Cool Crypto is out, guys. Take care, man.